I did. I did. Just celebrated. Everybody in my family celebrated a birthday this week. Kendall, Bruce, me, Kim, the whole group. We got it all out of the way in the same week.
Really?
So yeah, it was. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it's like you guys never do anything alone. It's always hundreds of people.
As a group, as a family, we roll together. That's what we did.
Now, I have to ask you something. Since your birthday was Saturday, did you have to watch Saturday Night Live on Saturday?
I think that was my birthday present.
Yeah, was that it?
From NBC.
So what was your reaction there?
You know what? I thought it was incredibly funny.
Okay.
And I thought Kristen Wiig got me spot on. And as I said a couple days ago, I just want to know where she got those earrings because I love them. Yeah.
Now, I read your book, and I must admit, I said, okay, I'll read a couple pages. But actually, I really got into it. I learned a lot of stuff. Now,
you did?
Yeah, you had I didn't know this about you when you were 8 years old. Tell us what happened there.
Well, I had a little cancer scare when I was 8 years old. I got a bone tumor. And my mom took me to the doctor, and they said, we have to operate, and she's got a tumor on her leg, and if it's cancerous, in those days, and it was a long time ago, trust me, they would have to amputate my leg. And so my mom had me go into surgery, and she didn't know whether I would come out with or without a leg. So I was in the clear, and I came out, and it taught us as a family a lot of things, and that, like, you don't take anything for granted, no matter how old you are. And I learned a lot of, young lessons, but that took me through my whole life.
Now, how old were you when you met your husband, your first husband, Robert?
Robert Kardashian. I was 17 going on 18.
Okay.
Sounds like a Sound of Music movie or
something.
Wow,
okay, yeah.
But, I was very young.
And how did you meet?
We met at the racetrack. He came up to me with, like a silly line that a guy would use, like, is your name Jackie? I used to date a girl named Jackie, and I said, if you used to date a girl named Jackie, you would know I'm not Jackie. So, he tried that. I did not give him my phone number, and in those days, you could call the phone company. He had a friend that he had that worked for the phone company, and they got my phone number because I'd given him my name.
Well, see, today that would be called stalking.
Yeah. Well, he was a cute stalker. And just after months of him being persistent, we eventually, dated for 4 years, got married, married 12 and a half, 13 years, and then unfortunately got divorced.
Yeah, now you talk about, you're quite honest about that, and that was pretty much your fault?
It was. Well, I met him, he was like the only guy that I had dated, which, when you're very young, you do a lot of stupid things. And it's probably the biggest regret in my life, but I ended up having an affair, which I talk about in the book, and probably just really naive and stupid and restless, and didn't realize that marriage has its ups and downs. Somebody once told me it's like a roller coaster and just ride it out. But I wasn't really old enough to hear those words, and so I learned a lot from that experience, and went through a very emotional divorce, and then Steve Garvey and his wife Candace set Bruce and I up on a blind date, met and married Bruce, and we had 2 more kids.
Okay. Now, when, I did not know this, and maybe I did and I'd forgotten it, but you and your husband and O.J. and Nicole were like best friends. When did you first meet O.J. Simpson?
I met O.J. Simpson when I met Robert Kardashian. So basically I knew O.J. my entire adult life, and then when Robert and I got divorced, well, we had a very close relationship. So every, Christmases and holidays and family vacations and giving birth to kids, everything we did together.
Did you ever see any sort of violent side or scary? Did you ever think, oh boy, he kind of scared me tonight when he was drinking? Or you hang out, you get to know people as you hang out with them. I mean, did you ever feel anything like that?
He was a very charismatic guy who was always a lot of fun to be around, and he was always the life of the party, and that's the O.J. I knew. Yeah.
Okay, now this trial was obviously hard on your family.
A terrible thing to go through when you have 2 parents. Robert and I had 4 kids, and they were, sort of stuck in the middle, because it was Courtney, Kimberly, Chloe, and Robert were little, and we were going through this terrible tragedy, and we were on opposite sides of the fence, so to speak. Robert was defending O.J., and I was one of Nicole's dear friends.
And he wasn't just his lawyer. He really believed he was innocent.
Okay. Robert actually wrote me a letter the night before the trial and brought it over to the house, and I published that letter in my book because I thought it was really important for people to know what his... It's a very emotional letter.
And did you think he was guilty?
You know what? You'll have to read the book. It's not a yes or a no. It's like it's a long conversation that I have, and I spell out my point of view. When you go through something like that, you definitely have your own perspective. active.
Right. Okay. Now you produced Courtney and Kim Take New York.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was done like months and months ago, right?
Yes.
Like now.
Well, we
So
wrapped.
Chris Humphries is in that. Do you edit him out? What happens there?
No.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
no.
I don't know. This
No,
is the,
I don't
this is
have
why
that,
we ask
no.
these questions.
You know what?
Just snip, and it never happened.
We decided a long time ago when we first started doing these shows that we were going to be really just raw and not edit ourselves, and we don't take stuff out as you see all the time. So I think everybody will get a real fascinating glimpse into the kids' journey in New York City.
Like the first time you met Chris, was that on film?
No.
No. Did you
No.
like him the first time you met him? Okay.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Okay.
Very tall.
Yeah, he is very tall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very tall.
Did you think they would marry?
Well, here's the thing. When I met and married Krish Jenner in 5 months,
Okay.
I mean, I don't meet every guy that Kim dates and goes, she's going to marry this. No. She wears her heart on her sleeve and she's a hopeless romantic. But when they told me they were getting married, I had no reason to think this is a big red flag.
Right.
Chloe and Lamar got married in 30 days. Met and married in 30 days. Gave me 9 days to plan a wedding.
Okay.
And everybody's like, what? And they are the two most hopelessly in love kids I know.
Now, there's all these rumors about reconciliation with Chris, and do you think that will happen?
I don't know. I really don't know. She has been on the road. She's trying to figure it out. She's had a very difficult decision she had to make, and I told her, follow your heart, and the only thing I can do is be here for you. She's my daughter, and I have to respect what she's going through.
But is it hard to follow your heart when you have so much pressure from so many outside? I mean, let's say you're getting close to this wedding and you're thinking, oh, am I rushing into this? There's no way you can back out, is it? Because you've got commitments and TV and film and flower people and all just these...
Yeah, no, it's a lot of pressure. I don't know what was going on in her head, but I know she's going to be here in a week or two, and maybe you could ask her
Well,
that.
I will ask her that.
Yeah. I can't really tell you what her innermost thoughts and feelings were because I don't know. She went to Australia and she came home. She went to Minnesota. She came home, and now she's in Atlanta and filming a movie. And she's just trying to kind of throw herself into her work and keep her obligations fulfilled. And I really have to give her. It's a very brave thing she did. It's not the most popular thing in the world to have done what she did, and she didn't want to disappoint anybody, let alone her family. I mean, I had to have a good stiff drink before I told my mother. That was really hard for me.
Yeah.
I just whoa.
I mean, did they rush into divorce? I mean, something they should just separate for a little while before you make this official? Why?
That's a really good. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question for Kim, though.
Okay. Now, Rob, on the other hand, he's off doing...
Oh, my God, the light of my life.
He's doing Dancing with the Stars.
He's so good. Are you guys watching Rob? Yeah?
And are you going over there tonight to see him?
I am racing to the dance floor, to the ballroom, right after this, because they're going to, the elimination is tonight. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You should do it. You're the only one that hasn't done it.
I don't know if I can. I have to work too much. I don't know if I can take that kind of time
We're going to
off.
start it. We're going to get you on the show.
Be good exercise.
Well, here's a new book. Krish Jenner, All Things Kardashian. Be right back with Lyle Lovett right after this.